Beta decay. In this lecture, we discuss the anomalies in case we say that no neutrino particle is emitted in beta decay. Let us start. First anomaly is, according to proton-neutron theory of nucleus, electron does not reside in the nucleus. But in beta decay, electron is emitted. What happens is that neutron changes to proton along with emission of beta negative particle, which is electron. Now, to carry out this reaction, we are compelled to say that neutrino is present, and in this case neutron changes to proton, negative particle, emission of anti-neutrino. So to carry out this reaction, and if we say that electron comes out from nucleus, then we are compelled to say that neutrino is present. Second anomaly is that if neutrino is not emitted, then it is also violation of conservation of energy in two ways. First is, if there is no neutrino, then electron should come out from nucleus with energy E maximum. But in actual we say that no electron is emitted with this energy E maximum. Energy of beta particle is always less than E maximum. So there is some particle which carries this missing value of energy. We say that neutrino is present which carries this missing value of energy. Secondly, if we say that X is parent nucleus changes to daughter nucleus along with emission of beta particle, changes to daughter nucleus along with emission of beta particle, then we can say that Ky plus K beta, energy of daughter nucleus, energy of beta particle, is less than Q value of reaction. Q value is the minimum value of energy to initiate this reaction. If we say that no neutrino is present, then this reaction is not possible. This reaction is possible only if along with beta particle neutrino is also emitted and its energy is equal to K nu. Now we can write Ky plus K beta plus energy of neutrino is equal to Q value of reaction. So this reaction is possible that X changes to daughter nucleus with emission of beta particle along with emission of neutrino. So neutrino is present. Third anomaly is that if we say that no neutrino particle is present, then it is also the violation of law of conservation of linear momentum. Let us see. If we say that before beta emission, parent nucleus X is at rest, then initial linear momentum of this system, which is equal to Pi, is equal to 0. Now, according to law of conservation of linear momentum, final momentum Pf should be equal to 0. If X parent nucleus changes to daughter nucleus Y and daughter nucleus is emitted in this direction, then to conserve linear momentum, beta particle should be emitted in this direction. But in actual, what we see is that beta particle is emitted in this direction. In this case, law of conservation of linear momentum is violated. To conserve linear momentum, there should be particle, neutrino, which should be emitted in this direction. And in that case, we can resolve linear momentum of neutrino and beta particle in two components. One is horizontal component, other is vertical component. Same is the case of beta particle. In this situation, vertical components of momentum are cancelled out, and the only components of momentum are in horizontal direction. So total horizontal momentum in this direction is cancelled by linear momentum of y particle in opposite direction, and total momentum of this system, which is equal to Pf, comes out to be equal to 0. And in this situation, law of conservation of linear momentum is satisfied. Fourth anomaly is that if neutrino is not present, then it is against law of conservation of angular momentum also. If we say that the only reaction is that neutron changes to proton along with emission of beta particle, then law of conservation of angular momentum reveals that total angular momentum on left hand side should be equal to total angular momentum on right hand side. Now neutron, proton and beta particle are fermions, then the angular momentum of neutron is equal to plus minus half h cut, proton plus minus half h cut, and for beta particle plus minus half h cut. If we see this momentum is equal to plus minus half h cut, and momentum on this side is equal to plus minus h cut or 0, which is against the law of conservation of angular momentum. So to conserve momentum, there should be neutrino in this way, that neutron changes to proton, beta particle plus antineutrino. Now we see that in this side, angular momentum is plus minus half h cut. This momentum is equal to plus minus half h cut plus minus half h cut, and angular momentum of neutrino is equal to plus minus half h cut. Now this momentum plus minus half h cut on left hand side is equal to angular momentum on right hand side plus minus half h cut. It is according to law of conservation of angular momentum. So we say that neutrino particle is present, and it is according to law of conservation of angular momentum also. This was discussion on beta decay or beta emission, taking into account the neutrino hypothesis. Goodbye.